Hello and welcome to the 5th race of the season here at Sonoma Raceway. We reached the halfway point of the NSCA Pro Quarterly Model Stock Series here, and this is the first and only road course of the season here at Sonoma Raceway. As you can see, the 32 Furthermore Otts is on pole here, followed by the 98. Then you got the 88, the 10, the 19, the 22, the 02, and the 78, and rounding out your top 10 is the 92 and the 84. Looks like we'll be getting the command here shortly.
Drivers, start your engines.
There's the command as the cars get fired up, and we are set to go green here. Pace car is already pulled off as we're already at the pit lane here. As they enter the turn 11 hairpin, outside lane gets a little bit of a hiccup, but they'll be able to gain back up here. But as we enter the last little kink of turn, 32 is gonna wait. Green flag's out. They head up turn 1, up the hill. Maybe a little contact with the 98 and the 88. See if everyone makes it through here. Looks like everyone will make it through fine. As they head up the hill even more. Looks like everyone will get through safely without any major contact. See how they get through this turn. A little 3 wide action there with the 78, 92, and 22. But 32 still leads the way, followed by the 98 and the 88. Their top 3. Oh, a lot of people going on the grass back there. See if everyone makes it through. The S is fine. Some people going through the grass. We got one person off the track. That's the 92. Looks like he'll get back on, hopefully safely. We got some almost 3 wide action up here. It looks like I think I saw one other person off the track there. Might have been the 2 of Austin Johnson. But anyway, up front, still the 32 with a commanding lead already after just lap 1. Pretty sure fuel strategy might come into effect here, so we'll see how everyone handles that. .32 with a commanding lead. I don't know if the 98 can mount a charge. We still have 20 laps, so it's a very long race for these guys. It's obviously different from what they usually run here. It's not anywhere near a short track, but those people that are road course ringers can test their shot here today. Looks like some side-by-side action back here with a 2 and the 20. 2 car goes a little wide there, but he gets the pass done on the 2 car. As now the 6 looks like he is dropping off a lot on pace, as the 92, after spinning into the wall, is starting to make back some spots here. He's already at the back of the 24. 24 looking under the 21. As we got a car in pit road, that's the 78, Adrian Piedra. I don't know why he's in pit road. We might look at that incident later. But back up front, still the 32. The 98, I think they had about the same gap last time at the line, so it might be pretty even on pace. Furthermore Otts though with a very commanding lead here up front. Not much action going on the track. 92 dipping down into pit road. I don't know if that's for damage or for maybe some strategy. I don't know if that would, pretty sure fuel's gonna come into effect, so let's see what that does at the end of the race. Looks like the 78 of Adrian Pietro came back out on track. Looks like he's 24 seconds off of the leader, which that was last time by, so it's probably even more because he's half the track away, so. But still furthermore odds up front. 98 and 80, 98 and 32, sorry. Still have about the same gap. '88 looks pretty kind of, in that chicane, he looked pretty close to 98. Let's see what the time is this time at the line. 98 did gain 9/100ths of a second, but that's not a lot here at this track. He needs to be a lot faster in the corners than the 32 car. Josh Patterson with a pretty good performance. He's I think only ever been on a short track, so he's having a good day here for his first time on a road course. '32 looks very fast. He does not actually have the fastest time. The fastest time is by over a tenth by the 8 car of Trenton Snee all the way back here in P8. So I don't know if he can mount a charge. I don't think he'll be able to. I mean, only 15 to go here at the line. So looks like the gap has expanded to just about a second between the 32 and the 98. He's fallen into the clutches of the 88 of Andrew Beach. Eight car all over that curb there. Exiting, I'd say that's turn 7. I don't really know the turns here as well as I maybe should, but the gap between the 32 and the 98 is getting even bigger as the 88 looks like it went a little wide there. It looks like he's starting to gain on the 98. I still think strategy might come into play here, so we'll see what happens. As you can see, there's the 92 who pit for, I would assume, an unscheduled pit stop. And the 78, actually, I don't know where he is on track. It says he's a second back, but I'm not seeing him. Oh, he's on pit road. That's where he is. He must have, like, he already got a lap. Yep, he's been a lap down, so some problems for the 78 of Adrian Pietro. I don't know if he got in a wreck earlier. I don't know. Let's actually take a look at what happened to the 78 of Adrian Pietro to cause him to pit more than one time, which I don't think would be scheduled. As we were back here at Sonoma, my apologies, nothing happened to the 78. Looks like he just had some mechanical problems on lap 1, and he pit actually 3 times as we see the leader dip into pit road. Same with second place, Andrew Beach elects to stay out. So if fuel is going to be a factor, 88 and 22 looks like, and 84 and many others are going to stay out. We'll see how that comes into play. I don't know if this is going to work out for the 88. I think the 32 and everyone else is going to get a shortcut, and they're going to be able to be faster than him on track. So let's just hope he doesn't get stranded uh, far away from pit road where he can't coast back. But your first lead change of the day is the 88 after pit stops are made. So if it's a 7-lap window and the next pit stop might be near 15, 16. So yeah, I don't know how this looks gonna work out. This strategy's gonna jumble up the lead at all, but you see all the people in that pitted are now exiting right now. As the 32 looks like he got jumped on pit road by the 98. Maybe a slow stop or a bad time exiting pit road cost the 32 the lead. Now he looks like he's getting past or getting a little contact back here with the 8 and the 41. Almost looks like 3 wide with the 85. As they are side by side going through the little S up here. A-Car's still fighting on the outside, goes over the curb there. But the 98 with the better pit stop looks like your leaders right now have dipped into pit lane, so we'll see where they come out in relative to the people that pit earlier. Yeah, here's your two leaders who would resume with the lead, the 19 and the 98. And you got the 32, 10, and the 41 who are right next to each other. 41 looking at the outside of the 10 here. Surprised because the hairpin inside is preferred line, but ooh, he brakes real hard in the turn 11. See if you can make it stick. Looks like he will. That's surprising. I've never really seen the outside work. As you see, the 88 came out in front of the 98 as the 22 is getting passed. So Andrew Beach resumes with the lead, or not resumes, takes the lead out, or takes the lead from the 32, and the 98 looks like he got jumped by the 88. I don't know if 88 had a lightning fast pit stop, but all the pit crews for these teams have been hired by the NSCA, so they should all be equal, relatively. So I don't know. But based off that, we're gonna have another round of green flag pit stops, so we'll see if that shakes up the order even more. As the 98 looks like to be gaining on the 88. Oh, little contact in the back. 22 almost gets put in the grass, saves it. Actually, he does go through the grass there. As he gets passed by the 32 and the 84. Looks like the 32 got passed by the 84. He is fading. Big jumble of cars back here. Side by side with the 41 and 22 and the 85 and 10 behind him. As we got another car dip, and that's Adrian Pietri, who's been having problems all day, so. Oh, contact! 32 goes around. That was your leader. 41 looks like he got into the side of the 32. That spun him around off of the exit of the hairpin. We'll take a look at what happened at the replay right now. As you see here, the 41 looks he dives it in. 84 looks like he blocks the 32, and that makes him slow. 41 gasses it up and just spins the 32 around. Nothing else to be said about that. Back live here at Sonoma Raceway. 88 still has the lead. 98 looks like he was not as close as he wanted to be. He's trying to get the lead like he should have gotten, but the round of pit stops didn't really go his own way. The 41, sorry. Looks like he only lost a couple positions because of that incident, but the 32 looks like he lost a lot more than he wanted to. He's outside of the top 10 right now after leading the first half of the race and getting the pole, so it's surprising. still Andrew Beach up front. Fuel window or pit stop window should be coming up here shortly. Lap 15, I think, is when it would 88 might dip into pit road. Based off the last round of pit stops, maybe staying out longer is faster, which was not what I was thinking would happen, but you never know. Maybe the 98 and 19 had slower stops, and the 90 or the 88 didn't have any problem getting out the pit road. Looks like we have some lap cars maybe coming into effect. There's the 08 here, who could come into effect in a couple laps. Looks like the 88's stretching the gap on the 98. As we got a pretty good pack of cars here. 32 still fading, so it looks like even though he got overcut in the pit strategy, it's like his car is starting to fade, not being as fast. There's like an even bigger gap between the 88 and the 98. As I wouldn't be surprised to start seeing people dip down into pit road here very soon. Oh! I don't know what happened. Maybe the 78 got in the way of the 88, but that's controversial. As he was your leader, he's blocking everyone now, trying to not lose as many positions. Looks like he'll pull it off in a pit road, hopefully this time by. Heavy damage for your leader of 88 of Andrew Beach. I think the 78 got in the way entering into turn 1, as he has a ton of rear end damage. Wow, lap car is not being very nice today. Let's see what he does to the 78, or the 98, sorry. As now 98 will take the lead here. And the 88 is still fading. He looks like he is gonna pull it off in a pit road and maybe retire. That's a heavy hit for the 88. Controversial too, as he's riding through the grass, not trying to hit anybody. But up front, 98's all over the back bumper of the 78. This does look like what the scene was earlier with the 88. He's going to enter in turn 1. So we'll see what happens here. Looks like 78 does keep a decent speed, and we'll be able to get through turn 1 safely. Let's take a look at what happened to the 88 and the 78's incident. As you see here, the 78 is leaving pit road, and he just comes right on the racing line, right in front of the leader of the 88 of Andrew Beach. Man, that's controversial. The 78 still resumes. I think the 88 pulled it off into pit road. As we're here in the replay booth, I also saw that the 7 couple laps ago, 5 or 6 laps ago, was in an incident with the 02. His 02 checks up and puts the 7 right into the tire barrier, dividing the track to the pit road entrance. That's tough for the 7. Man, that really sucks because he was having a okay day. He was just surviving out there. He's not a really good road course guy. But that's another incident that happened earlier in the race. Back live here at Sonoma, 98 has now taken the lead after the incident with the 78 and the 88. But looks like another round of pit stops is going to be coming soon. So we'll see if the 98 dips into pit road this time. Looks like he will. I was right. 22 elects to stay out. So we'll see how that plays into strategy. Remember, the 88 stayed out one lap longer and took the lead. So we'll see. Looks like the 4 car and the 77 will stay out, and many more cars following him. '22 does have a pretty big lead over the 4 car, who has some rear end damage from other instances that were on the track. Well, we'll see. We're coming to 5 to go this time by when we cross the line. I'm pretty sure the 22 is going to pit this time by. I would be surprised if he doesn't. We do have a lap car 70 of the 78, but it looks like he's at a decent speed and he's not really losing much time. Your leaders are now leaving pit road. 98 still has the lead. He didn't lose it like the 32 did earlier in the race. 32 has stayed out another lap, it looks like. Try to jump everyone, or he pit earlier as the 22 comes into pit road. And the 4 will follow, the 77, 5, 28, the 20. Everyone that stayed out an extra lap looks like they're going to follow suit. So we'll see where the cycles a 98 in. If he loses the lead or if he gains it. Some battling back here. It looks like 24 looking on the 10. But back up front, 98 coming towards pit road. We'll see where everyone else cycles out in comparison to the 98 and the 19. Coming to 4 to go this time by. We'll see. Everyone's leaving pit road. We'll see where the 22 is. Looks like 22 already left pit road, but looks like might get passed by the 78. Oh, we got a wreck in the back. The 4 car is around after staying on one more lap. Maybe you got rear, and oh, even more contact. 5X is around, and the 28. Oh man, people coming out of pit road aren't being very wary of the lead, the cars that stayed out. Back up front though, 22 and 98, all over each other now. It's like this might be a battle for the win here. '98 is all over that rear bumper of the 22. I don't think you can get much closer without making a mistake and running into the back of him. 98's looking. He's trying to look to the outside. You can't get there. Oh, 23 looking under the inside. That's for P3. Doesn't look like he'll be able to get that pass done as 19 gets a run. '98 still all over the rear bumper of the 22. Same with the 19 and 23. 23 goes to the inside or the right side of the 19. Looks like 23 is there, but can't get there. 19 gets a good run off the corner. 22 out of nowhere has taken this lead after the pit stops. 98 looks like he was looking to pass, but I don't know if he's not as close as he was last lap. While we have this downtime, let's take a look at the incidents of the people leaving pit road and see what happened to cause all those people sliding into the grass. First off, I remember seeing the 4 car go run. It looks like he comes right into the 85 car and cuts him off, and the 4 car goes spinning. The next incident was with the 008 and the 5 car. 41 you see there gets in the wall, but the 5 car, it comes right in front of the 08 and they both spin. And as you hear, the 6 car gets a better run than the 8. off the final hairpin and gets to the inside of him. But coming out of pit road is the 28 of Joshua Kane. Looks like the 8 little contact there, but 6 car comes right into the 28's path, and they somehow not don't go sliding into the grass, but also heavy contact there as well. Back live here at Sonoma, 22 still has the lead, as he's now gaining on the 98. 19 and 23, we're having a battle, but it looks like the 19 is a little faster than the 23 now. 85, after you saw that Insta had the damage, but looks like he's gained back the time after contact. But up front, Matthew Logan leading the race by a comfortable lead. Coming around to 2 to go here. Coming to the line. As that's not to a second gap. 98 had a really slow lap compared to the 22. The 22 put in some hot laps in now. As I hear a lap car that's the 78. I don't know if he'll be coming into effect here, as the 22 is just entering these S's and the 78's exiting the next corner. I have a pretty big gap from the 41, and the 20 and the 8 are having a pretty good battle here. Going around to the final time into the hairpin. Or the second to last time into the hairpin. Coming to the white flag this time by. I don't think his fuel's going to be a factor, but you never know. White flag out for the 22, Matthew Logan. It's now to a 1.6 second gap between the two of the 22 and the 98. I don't think the 98 is going to be doing anything, or going to be able to do anything to catch that 22 car. Unless the 78 goes off track and gets into the 22. I don't know. And for the final time through the S's, 22 looked with an even bigger lead over the 98. 98 is not going to be able to do anything unless the 22 for some reason drops down into pit road, which isn't going to happen. 22 in the final time through the hairpin. And through the kink, he'll go. Checkered flag out for the 22 of Matthew Logan, your winner here at Sonoma. He's followed by the 98, 19, 23, 85, 84, 10 car, 77, 24, and 41 running out your top 10. Pretty crazy turn of events here with pit strategy. We had about 3-4 different leaders here, but it all in the end turned it out to be Matthew Logan. Take the checkered flag here at Sonoma Raceway. Thank you all for tuning in for this edition of the NSCA Pro Quarterly Moto Stock Series. We hope to see you at Race 6 here very soon. Peace out.